Hello friends, welcome back to the Oracle Integration Cloud Training Program. So this video is part of lesson 7 and here we are going to cover a most important topic which is exception handling in Oracle integration and then how to resubmit failed integration. So both are very important for the administration purpose. So let's get started and see how to handle exception in Oracle integration and how to resubmit failed messages. So Oracle Integration Cloud provides two out-of-the-box features to handle exception. One is the scope handler and the second is global port handler. What scope handler is? Scope is a activity provided in the integration cloud which allow you to handle exceptions. Scope is one of out of the box activity allow you to bundle a set of activities which have their own variables, faults and event handlers. In other words, scope allow you to handle error raised in integration cloud. It is just like as a try and catch block in other programming languages such as Java, .NET, etc. Every scope activity has their own fault which is treated as a catch block. So scope is one of the activity which will allow you to handle exceptions in integration cloud. So you can you can have a set of activity inside the scope block which you think that the activity can throw an error, and then every scope has their own variables, faults and then event handlers, and every scope is associated with a default handler and they are named fault handler depending on the adapter. Let's suppose you are using the DB adapter inside the scope block. Then database has their own faults and then you can see under that handler. So this is one of the way to handle exceptions. Another is global fault handler. The global fault handlers are the super catch block which handles all the errors which are not handled by scope handlers. This is called super catch block. This functionality enables you to direct business faults back to the caller or apply business logic before sending faults to the error handling framework. You can add fault handling to any integration type, for example, asynchronous, synchronous, or scheduled fire and forget integration. So there are two ways to handle exception. One is to use scope activity and the second is global fault handler which is associated with each and every type of integration. Whether it's an app driven orchestration, whether it is a scheduled file transfer, you can use the scope handler in these type of integration. So in this video, I'm going to showcase how to handle exceptions as well. And then whenever any integration error occurred, whenever any integration got failed, you can resubmit integrations as well. How? Integration Cloud gives you an option to resubmit the failed messages. When you resubmit, the integration starts from the beginning, not from the step it got failed. So whenever you resubmit the failed messages, the integration will start from the beginning, not from the step where it got failed. And then the integration can be resubmitted which are in the retention period. All the faulted instance in asynchronous flow in Oracle integration are recoverable and can be resubmitted. So which means only the asynchronous flows which got failed can be submitted, like the schedule integration are the asynchronous flows, like where we are not sending the response back to the callers are called asynchronous integration or one-way integration, where we are not sending response back immediately to the caller. Synchronous flows cannot be resubmitted. It is because we have already sent a response back to the caller. So only the asynchronous flows which we developed in the integration cloud can be resubmitted if it falls in the retention period. So there are two options to resubmit. You can bulk resubmit. So there's an option to resubmit in the bulk and sorry single resubmission. You can resubmit integration one by one, and the second is you can resubmit failed messages into the bulk. So there are two options. I will show you both the options how you can resubmit integration one by one on how to resubmit failed messages into the bulk. So let's just switch over to the Oracle Integration Cloud and first see how to handle exception, and then we'll see how to resubmit the failed instances. So let me just go back. So here what I have done is I have created a synchronous integration with the help of app-driven orchestration. Let me just open this integration and will show you the functionality of this integration. What I have done is I have developed a REST API over there, which will take a JSON payload and then use a file adapter, which is using the agent, right? And then using that file adapter, I am writing a file on the file server and then sending the response back to the caller that the file has been created, something like this. So let's just try to first call this integration. Let me just activate this integration and then we'll show you the integration is working as. Now let me just try to run this integration. Okay, so I will run this integration from Postman. So let me just take this and go back to the Postman. So I just opened my Postman. I'm just doing a send and then post, and then I will enable the basic authentication, and under that body just go to the row and then text and then JSON. I will take a JSON from here and then I'll just put a Ankur Chan IT mail and then a@gmail.com and then click on a send button. So once you do a send button, the integration should be called successfully and it should keep a file on the file location. So let me just open this, and here I have given this home OPC in directory and then refresh it. Here you see the synchronous file has been created, and here you will see if you edit it, all the data should be there. Ankur Jan IT mail. Okay, so my integration is working. Now let me do one thing. Let me just bring down my agent and then I will run again. So here, let me just bring down my agent. So what I'm doing is let me just open the PID file and then kill this 614. Okay. Now I have just killed the agent. Now go back to the monitoring tab and see the agent health should show as a red. Let it refresh. It will take a couple of minutes to refresh. So here you see now my agent is down. Now just go there and just try to send this. Here it will wait for 240 or 260 seconds and then it will try to ping the agent till 240 seconds. If the agent will not be reachable, it will throw an exception. So let's wait 4 minutes and see. Here you say now the integration got failed, and here you see this is the weird error which we have received from OIC. Go back to the monitoring tab and here you will see the integration got failed, and it got failed in 4 minutes 21 seconds. It is almost 260 seconds. Okay, now if you wanted to see what is the error, now just go to this view details and here you will see the error like the please check the health of the connectivity agent in the agent monitoring tab, and whenever you get the agent related issue you will get this CPI AQ exception. Okay, now our integration got failed. Now I wanted to handle this exception. So now here you see the integration is in the error state. Okay, now go back and then create integration. Now what I will do, I will create a clone of this integration. I will not touch this integration. So in order to clone this, you have to click on this and then clone. So here you can give any name. So I can say clone. and then clone. Okay, now open this clone integration, and here as I mentioned that there is a, so let me just start the agent first of all. Okay, 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 the agent is going to be start now. Now here as I mentioned there's a scope activity which can be used to handle exceptions. So just open this actions, and here you see the scope under collection. So drag and drop it over here, put the scope, name it as a scope activity, and then click on a create button. Now what I want it to reposition these three activity under the scope. So just click on a reposition and do it one by one. Just do this, and then do this. Now I have repositioned all these activity and then reposition it. Okay, just save your integration. So what I have done, I have repositioned the file adapter and associated mapper inside the scope activity. Okay, so whenever any exception will come, okay, it will reach to the fault handler. So here just click on the fault handler. Let me just make it a little big. So here under that fault handler you will notice there is a default handler. So when apart from this default handler there will be some named handler will be there if the adapter provides that named fault handler. As of now this file adapter don't have any named fault handler, so it is not there. By default there is a default handler associated with it. Click on the default handler, and here you can put any activities. Now what I am doing, I will use the mapper in order to send the response back. Click on the map, send, just open this, drag this mapper, and here what I have done in the response field I have the status, reason, error code, and error description. So whenever you comes into the default handler there is a element called fault will be there. So this is the seeded object fault, and this will come only in the default handler. Okay, and it has three elements: error code, reason, and then detail. So you can map this error code to error code. So this is my response of my REST API, reason to reason, and then you have to create target node and then put details over here. And then in the under that status I can create a target node, and here I can save fail. Okay, and then now then validate it, and now you have to close your integration. Okay, now just save this integration and try to test this. So I have successfully ran the connectivity agent, and this time you should be able to see the file on the active location. Let me just delete this file first of all. Okay, okay, now just activate this integration, clone one. Okay, enable tracing and then include payload and then activate it. Okay, refresh it and take the endpoint from here. The endpoint will be little different now. Just take this endpoint, go to the postman, here, and then just make a post authorization, add a basic authentication, and then under body take the whole thing, and then row, and then JSON, and then script, and then send. Here you see now the integration got success. Move to the WinSCP, and here you see the file has been created. Okay, now Again, just try to bring your agent down. Okay, let me just find the PID file and then kill my agent. Now agent is down. Now just go back to the postman and try to run this service again. Now it will take 4 minutes to run and it will try to reach the connectivity agent. Now this time the error will be little different and it will be as per the response which we have configured. Let it be executed. Okay, here you see, now this time I have received status file, reason, error code, and then error description. Error description is blank, it is because it has not been mapped successfully. I will map it and I will show it again. Okay, and now just go back to the monitoring tab, and here you see this time the integration will be in succeeded mode. It is because we have handled the exception under default handler. That's the reason it is under succeeded mode. Okay, so this is how you can handle exception using scope activity. Now go back to the integration, and now I will show you the global fault handler. Okay, just deactivate your integration, and here activate, open this integration. Okay, under that mapper, let me just open this mapper and see if this has been, the error description is mapped properly or not. Yeah, so it was not mapped actually. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, now this has been mapped. Validate and then close. I will run it again and will show you. Okay, and then close it. Now I wanted to show you the global fault handler. Now, since you have handled the exception, okay, now if you wanted to, I wanted to rethrow this error, what you can do, you can just come to the global fault, just click on the global fault, and it is a super catch block. Okay, whatever integration will not be caught into your integration, the control will go to the global fault handler, and here you can call any service which you want. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to enable a notification which will send an email notification. So here just put a notification, and here I'm saying global fault handler, and then click on the create button. Here I can provide a from email address. The from email address can be oracle no reply at oracle.com. Okay, so this is the default email address which can be used to send emails. Close it, and now you can configure to, here I'm just provide the recipient. So if you wanted to provide different recipient, right, you can put this as a comma separated. Close it, and here you can provide a subject to, the subject can be dynamic, and I will say concat integration got failed, and here you will see there is a seeded object which is called self, and this self has the integration name as well. So here is the name. Okay, I can say name of the integration. Okay, and then refresh it. So dynamically it will get the integration name, and this self element have different element, like it has the runtime, it will show the instance id and invoked by, and it will have some environment related properties as well. So you can use any one of them. Close it, and here you can give the body. Here I'm saying in Thai integration got failed due to below the reason, and here you can pass the dynamic values, and then if you wanted to pass the dynamic values, here you have to give the curly braces. I'm saying error code, so I will put curly braces, I will error details, curly braces, I'm saying error reasons. Okay, I'll say error reason. Now, what I'm going, in order to give the dynamic value here, first you have to create parameters. So just click on this plus button in order to create a parameter. I'm saying error code, error code, and then from here edit expression. And as I mentioned that every handler has the fault object. I'm saying error code, refresh it. You can create another one. You can say, you can rename it. I'm saying details, edit this, and then details, close it, and then I'm saying this will be my reason. Okay, then edit this expression. So I'm saying edit this expression. Once you will edit this, here you have to provide this reason, and then close it. Now you just need to take this parameter name, error code, and then here you just put it over here. Sorry, copy it here, then same details, and then details. Sorry, has not been copied properly. Details, and then you reason. Okay, in the notification, if you wanted to send some file, you can send file as well. Just click on a plus button and map the file reference. Okay, that's it. Now just validate this and then close it. Okay, now if you wanted to come back to the integration canvas, just here and here in the scope, what I will do, I will use my rethrow fault. So rethrow fault will rethrow the fault and it will go to the global fault. So I will just put that rethrow fault. Okay, now once the control will come here, it will map the response and it will rethrow the error and it will go into the global fault. Yeah. Okay. Just save your integration and then close it. Now I will try to run my integration. Okay. Agent is down, so it will not allow me to activate till the time I will make the agent up. So agent is up. I hope. Yes. Yeah, agent is up. So let me just cross check. Till the time agent will not be up, it will not allow me to activate the integration. Okay, so agent is down. So I have to make it up. Okay, so I filled it. Okay, just tail this. So if your agent is down, right, and if the integration is using the connection which is using agent, then it will not allow you to activate the integration till the time you make the agent up. That's the reason I made this command to start it. Okay, just refresh it, refresh, refresh, refresh. Let me start it. Okay, now agent is up. Now again try to run this and you will see the integration should get success. Yeah. Oh, sorry, service is unavailable. Okay, so I didn't make the integration in active mode. Activate this integration, then enable tracing, include payload, and then activate. Okay, now the integration has been activated. Refresh it. Okay, now just try one more time. Now this time the integration got success. Now bring down the agent to show you. Okay, now my agent is down. Again go back and click on a send button. Now integration will take 4 minutes to add out. It is because the connectivity agent. Okay, in meanwhile I will show you one more integration which I have created, which is asynchronous services. Okay, in which I am taking the same kind of request and sending the file on the file server, and again it is using my file connection, and it is using the connectivity agent, but this is not sending response, so this is just fire and forget. Now again let me just run this service, take the endpoint from here, or you can test it directly from here. Sorry, test. So this is my async flow. Under this body I will take the body from here, and then this, and I will replace this Ankur async sync Gupta, and then I'll say operation, I'll say ABC. Now this is the async service. Click on a test. Here you will see, 202 accepted. Go back to the integration and it will show you it is in the running mode. Just refresh it. Here you see the 5 received on the async flow, and here you see it is in progress, and it will be aired out after 4 minutes. Let me just try one more time. Okay, the async integration, it send the response, it's sending the status code immediately. It is because it does not have the successful callback or response. Okay, and for another flow. Okay, and then test. Okay, maybe here it is taking time, so let me just take this asynchronous flow and test it from postman. Okay, post, and then authorization, basic authentication. Under this body row, and then JSON, you can take the same JSON here. This is still running the synchronous clone integration. Okay, I'm saying another hit and then send. Here you see 202 accepted, but on the monitoring it will keep running. Again you can say hit one more, and then send. Okay, now just go back to the monitoring tab. It is still running, and then go to the integration. Here you see I have received 6. Okay, and 3 integration are in progress. Okay, now let's see my synchronous flow. It is still in running mode. Okay, now why I have run this asynchronous flow, it is because I wanted to show you the resubmission of integration. How can I resubmit the integration as well. So first let it be completed, then I will show you. Okay, now here you see the integration got failed, and here I am getting a weird error. It is because we have rethrown the error. When you rethrow the error, it will go to the fault handler. Now just go back here, click on the errors, and here this time the integration will come into the, go to the tracking. Here you see this is the instance. Yeah, so here you see now this is the faulted instance. Okay, just click on this, and here it will show you this is in the failed state, and I will show you the where the control sent. That be open. Here you see the integration control goes into the fault handler and then open the global fault, and here you see the notification activity has been executed. Now just go back, and here you will see we have received integration code field, and it sent the name of your integration, and here you see the error code, error details, and then error. So this is how you can send notifications as well. Now just go back to the integration, close your integration. So this is how you can handle exceptions in your integration. Now let me just go to the tracking section and see my integration which are in progress. Here you see the integration, this one are in progress. Now let me just show you the resubmit. Just go to the errors, and here you see I will show you what type of integration can be resubmitted. Okay, as I mentioned that only asynchronous integration which are in failed state can be resubmitted. Okay, so this was my synchronous flow, and this cannot be resubmitted, hence this checkbox is disabled. Okay, so this is the asynchronous flow which got failed, and here you see the resubmit icon there, which means this can be resubmitted. Same way, if you have this asynchronous flow, this also can be resubmitted. If you click individually and then resubmit, okay, the integration will be resubmitted. If you wanted to do, if you wanted to bulk resubmit, just select the check boxes. So all the integration which are recoverable will be selected. So here you see the four asynchronous flows, 1, 2, 3, and then 4. If you wanted to bulk resubmit, just select all the checkbox and then click on resubmit. Before I resubmit, I will start my agent here. Okay, so that I can show you the resubmission. Okay, here you see agent has been started. Now just go back here. Let me just first try to resubmit one. Okay, so let me just select this and then resubmit. Okay, once this will be success, it will be removed from this particular list. Okay, here you see the 4000062. Okay, just resubmit, and then you have to refresh this. Here you see it has been moved into the success. Just go to the tracking, and here it will show you 4000062 has been succeeded. If you go back, and here you should see the file should be created with name like async. So okay. So here you see the file async has been created. Okay, now just close it again, go back. Now go to the error section and then again refresh. Okay, now just again select this. Now there are two flows which can be resubmitted. Now just resubmit. So this is the bulk resubmission. Resubmit. Here you can see. Now just refresh. So there are 2163 and then 61. Both got succeeded. Now go to the tracking, and here you see 61 and then 63. Go back, and here the file should be created. Here you see the 4 and the 5 file has been created. So this is how you can resubmit your integration instances. This is how you can handle exceptions. You can resubmit integration flows in bulk. You can resubmit individual as well. So guys, that's all for this particular video. So we have seen multiple things today. Thanks. Bye bye.